This is Legends with Bevo. Thanks to Anytime Fitness Glenelg, Renelec Electrical Services, Tiger Tennis, and SMS Gas Installations. And now, here's your host, Bevo.
Miles Bergman, welcome to Legends with Bevo. Now, you were picked up in the 2019 National Draft at number 14. Funny enough, it's your number as well. What was the feeling like when your name got called out? And did you know you were going to go to Port Adelaide before your name was called?
Oh, I think a lot of boys have a fair idea of who they might go to, but in this case, Port were pretty quiet to me. Didn't say a lot, kept it under the cards. So I was a bit shocked when it did get called out, but so excited. It's been a dream of mine since I was a kid. So I just couldn't wait to get started.
And when you first came over to Adelaide, you're a Melbourne boy. You grew up in Sandringham. What was the feeling like coming over to Adelaide? Sort of a bit of a country town compared to living in Melbourne, no doubt.
Yeah, very different. I know a lot of the boys from Victoria always talk about how they don't find it too much different if they're from the country, but obviously I'm from Metro, so it's been a big difference. But I don't mind it. A bit quieter, but yeah, I guess it goes all right.
And when you first moved over, did you sort of have a host family? Did you live with a teammate? What was it like when you first came over?
Yeah, so I moved into a host family with one of the other draftees, Mitch, and we were there for a while. Mitch moved out with another one of the boys, and then I moved into a different host parent with Xavier, who I'm now living with in his new house. So.
Was that Mitch Georgiades you're talking about?
Yeah. He's
gone all right. Obviously a Rising Star nomination this week. He must be talking himself up a bit, or?
Yeah, he's going pretty well. Dual Rising Star, so it's pretty rare. He's doing well, yeah.
And when you first got to the club, what was the feeling like? Obviously you mentioned before you're pretty excited about it when your name got called out, but what was that first feeling, that first training like when you first came to Alberton? Yeah,
you're obviously really nervous. You don't want to do anything too, out there, so I just kept quiet, just did the little things and just put my head down a little bit, just let the big boys go about their work. But slowly fit in and feel more comfortable every training session. So.
And did you have a mentor, one of the old senior boys, or just one of your fellow draftees when you first came to the club, or how did it all work?
Yeah, we got allocated a mentor, and I had Brad Ebert. So he was really good to me all of last year, and we had a really good connection. Yeah. And
you still keep in touch with Ebo as well now that he's retired, or?
Yeah, a little bit. Went over for dinner quite a bit last year, and have talked a little bit this year, but haven't caught up with him as much as I'd like to, I guess.
And obviously one of the most courageous players ever to play for Port Adelaide. We know about the Ebert name, we don't need to talk about that, but you sort of followed in the same footsteps in terms of his courage as well with your game?
Yeah, I aspire. I look up to him. About how he plays. I think he's a great footballer, so anything I can learn from him is just a great step, I guess.
And has he tried to plug his new wine company for you and trying to get you to buy some of his wine as well? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. At our household we try and help him out as much as we can. Xavier loves his wine, so we have a little collection in our pantry, so yeah, we help him out.
And who are some of the boys at the club that don't mind a bit of a laugh? Some of the funnier teammates, because I've heard some of the other boys over the years have told some great stories, but perhaps so you can share some stories as well.
There's a lot of boys that love a laugh. I think we all get along pretty well, but you've got your little jokers like Mitch is a bit of a joker, Motts and Butsy as well, they all love a laugh, so they sort of kickstart that, I guess, amongst the group.
And pranks as well, because I know I spoke to a Hammer a couple of years ago and he told me the old water over the locker kind of trick. Did anyone play any on you when you first came to the club? And I heard that Rocky's a bit of a prankster as well.
Oh yeah, Rocky loves it. He's all over it, but nothing too bad for me, just the first team meeting. Everyone's got their own seats in the meeting room and everyone just coming in saying, yeah, sit here, and then I get there and obviously someone like Travis Boak comes up and goes, that's my seat, get out. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yep, I'm out. So I had to hang my head shame a bit there, but it is what it is.
So it's a bit of a stirrer as well, Bakey?
Yeah.
And last year, 7 times I believe that you were named emergency, which is just amazing, consider obviously being a short season as well. What was it like when you got to make your debut against the Roos and that feeling when you knew you were going to be playing for Port for the very first time this year?
Oh, very exciting. I worked really hard over the off-season. Emergency was even a good step for me. I was really excited when I first was listed emergency, and then the more it happened, it just made me want to drive to get that first game. So over the off-season, worked hard and just, so excited when you hear your name called out to play. So, and especially back home, I could have my family there, so that was really good as well.
And playing in the AFL, did it sort of meet your expectations?
Obviously, it's another step up. It's the best comp in Australia. So yeah, it's really quick, but I felt like I fit in pretty well, and just had to get a bit of time to fit in and feel comfortable. But the boys were great with that. So.
And sing the song afterwards, did you cop a Powerade share or?
yeah, copped one of those, and I think it stained my hair for a little bit, so yeah.
Something I don't have to worry about too much, mate, but you've got the man bun happening when you play. So.
Yeah, a couple of washes to get that one out, I think.
Oh, I'm sure it's all part of the fun though, so.
Yeah, of course.
Now, I've heard some of the boys that have told me a bit of dirt about you, young fella. Now, I've heard you're not the best at golf. Now, I can vouch for that as well. I did get a hole-in-one once, I don't know how, but tell us more about your sort of lack of talent when it comes to golf.
I think that's a bit stiff. I don't play a whole lot, but I like to chip in every now and then. And when we play like an Ambrose comp, that's sort of my go-to, because it goes best ball. So if you've got a group of people, I'll hit a great ball every now and then, but a lot of shockers. So you just scrap the shockers and then I'll hit a nice drive, but I can't do anything else. I can drive, can't iron, can't putt, but it's pretty accurate, yeah. Not great.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same. I can do this beautiful drive, get it onto the green, and then I still end up with a 10 or something, because I can't get the bloody putt in. So
4 putt, something like that.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's not great.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a pub trivia host myself, mate, and I've heard that you got 0 recently in pub trivia with some of the boys. You not much of a trivia fan then?
Oh, I've started off pretty well to the year. We do it every week. Usually I'm not too bad, but it's just a weird topic this week. It was sports that I don't really watch. It was like jumpers and stuff, and it was like ice hockey, and I don't pay attention to that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was. I was rattled, and I got 0. So lollies for the boys.
Okay, so that was the punishment.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get it back, mate. And make sure you give it back to the boys when you go right as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And also another thing that I definitely agree with is doing dishes now. Something I can't stand, but something that you're not too happy about doing as well, apparently.
Oh, who says this? I reckon I'm probably one of the better ones in the house. I chip in a lot, but you've got your days where you just can't be bothered doing anything, I guess. Dishwasher's my friend. Just put everything in there, but no, I think I do a bit more than the boys in the house. I don't say so myself.
Okay, fair enough. Yep. No, that's
no. We all chip in pretty well, but yeah, there are days where you just like to just leave it and say I'll do it later.
Yeah.
I think everyone gets like that. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, at least you have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have to do it at home. It's just so frustrating.
Mm.
And also, apparently, you eat about 15 meals a day, mate. Is that sort of all part of the bulking up process, or you just love your food?
Yeah, a bit of a food addict. I don't know where it goes. I'm trying to bulk up, but it's not working. I might have to eat 16 meals a day now.
Yeah,
so
you might have to.
I don't know where it goes, but that's also part of the dishes. I'm cooking a lot, so there's a lot of dishes, and just sometimes it's a bit overwhelming. So I'll do it later.
So you're the cook in the house then?
Yeah, I love cooking. I do it a lot, so I'll try and put on weight, but let's see how we go.
Lots of steaks, mate. I reckon
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And what's your specialty? What do you like to cook?
Dinners, I've got a huge variety, but throughout the day I'll cook up like chicken, like stir fries, and like eggs, turkey. I'll do risottos for dinner. We had risotto the other night. Just a bit of everything really, but no real specialty. We've got a bit of everything. Like Xavier will do the steaks. We'll share like if we make a pasta, and then any other like interesting sort of dish to wear. Sort of me, I think.
Sounds like you're doing all the right things. Maybe you need to talk to Boki, because he's always in pretty good shape. Although it does take a while, being a young fella. I think I sort of started bulking up about mid-20s, mate. So yeah, you got it. It takes a bit of time, but keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well.
I'm trying. I might have to talk to Boki yet.
Yeah, do that. Absolutely. And outside of playing footy, what other interests do you have other than not being good at golf?
Yeah, I'd say golf's still an interest, but obviously I'm not great. Surfing, I love surfing. When I can get down the coast, I will. I've got uni at the moment, so I'm doing Bachelor of Commerce, which is taking up a bit of time. Love basketball, but it's hard to you can't really play competitive now, but just to muck around with some of the boys is always good. Just any sport really, just getting out and about, it's always good.
And any sort of surf spots in SA or Victoria that you like to go to?
Not specific, I guess you look at the forecast and see where's good, but been down like Middleton sort of way with some of the boys quite a few times, so I know our personal player development manager has a little shack down Goolwa, so
beautiful.
A couple of us will go and stay the night there and surf around there, so
Beautiful part of the world,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Miles Bergman, thanks so much for joining us on Legends with Bevo, mate. It's been an absolute
Thank you.
blast. And all the very best, obviously, for the rest of the season and this week against the Saints as well. Let's hope
Thank
we can
you.
get another
Cheers.
win.
Yeah.